All right. So thanks again for being in here today. So last time we talked, we've identified that longevity and volatility were your two biggest concerns moving forward. Is that correct?
Yes, still the same.
Great, great. And so after doing the analysis, there's really three different ways that we can go about tackling both longevity and volatility in your personal situation. The first way, this is going to be our hedged strategy. So the pros to this account: unlimited investment options. We have literally the world of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, satellite investments to go out there and choose different ways to make sure that we're protected from longevity and try to dampen volatility in your portfolio. So unlimited choices. The second, the average fees in this account. You'll be pretty standard, make it competitive basically to everything else that is out there. And the last pro to this account, there's unlimited upside potential. There's no cap on how much we make, and if the market starts running, you see all the gains in that account, which is obviously what we'd like to see, right?
Yes,
Perfect.
that is.
Unlimited upside. Now the cons to this account, typically when you have unlimited upside potential, you also have unlimited downside protection. What questions do you have over that hedge account so far?
None so far. I'll bring them up if I think of any.
Perfect. The second account that I'm going to show you is the protection account, where we have some sort of protection in place. So the pros to this type of account: you can invest in an index. So the way that this account works, we pick one of three different indices, and we just track that over a period of time, typically 6 years in this case. Second pro to this type of account: there's zero fees that you pay. Yeah, which is a great thing for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like paying fees. I know I sure don't. So 0% fees in this type of account. Third, you have downside protection. That's why we call it the protected account, obviously. So if the market goes down, we're able to either not realize any of those losses, or at least take some of those losses away. Now, the way this account works, and the con to this type of account, because you're getting that downside protection, there's a cap on the performance of it. We can only make so much money in this type of account, and that's how AXA makes this policy possible. Do you have any questions so far on that? Perfect. So the third type of account, and the last account that I think is most suitable for addressing longevity and volatility for you, is our guaranteed account.
I like guarantees.
Hey, who doesn't like a good guarantee, am I right? So, as the name of the account, there's actually a true guarantee of 7% annually for 7 years in this type of account. And then going on, we'll get into more detail if we want me later, but we can dive into how that guarantee works. Second, quality of choices. So in this type of account, you actually get access to money managers and funds that you wouldn't be able to just get into off the street. And the reason for that, if we go back to the first time we got together, we talked about the size of AXA. These money managers, it's not enough for them to get $50,000, $100,000 into these accounts for them. But the way that they look at it is like, hey, AXA has this $1 billion of clients and assets under management. We'll give AXA clients special treatment in terms of getting into these funds because they can pool all those resources together. So we get really, really great quality of choices of about 90 different funds out there. The third, and my favorite part about this account, there's also unlimited upside potential in this type of account.
How is that possible?
Yeah, we can dive into a little bit more detail on how this account works.
Okay.
But basically the reason that AXA is able to do this, they do some very complicated finance tricks by writing puts and calls on treasury bonds. I don't want to dive into it too much. It can get a bit overwhelming.
Okay, gotcha.
But the most important part is you do have unlimited upside potential. Now, to get that true guarantee and to get that unlimited upside potential, it's not too good to be true. It's too good to be free. So this is, in this type of account, there is a high cost associated with that of about 2.45%. So, Barrett, I know that I just threw a lot at you. Which one or two of these resonate with you the most?
Well, I feel like I've seen the hedged account. That's pretty standard, run of the mill.
This will be like your typical brokerage or advisory account that
Yeah.
you see like an Edward Jones, Charles Schwab.
Yeah. Don't like those guys. So really, number 2 is what stands out to me. 0 fees. That's what I'm most concerned with, is the fees.
Is the fees inside the account? Why fees?
Just hate paying fees. It's just don't want to have to pay people to have my money.
Yeah, no, completely understand that. So here, let's go into a little bit more detail on how that account works, just so that you can get a better understanding.
Perfect.